show you how to maintain the LiPo battery on the booster pack. So for starters, I've got this neat little gizmo here. I can't remember what it's called. Individual cell checker, LiPo battery voltage tester, low voltage buzzer alarm device, and it plugs into the batteries. The battery has two cables coming out of it. One is the main power, and the other is these 7 little wires that go to each individual cell. And what you do is it has this alarm on it, and you plug it in. If you plug it in backwards, it doesn't turn on. It doesn't break anything. When I plug it in, I like to put my finger over the alarms because it's annoying. And when you when you first do it, it says all. It shows you the voltage of the pack, which is in this case 22.8, and then it cycles through and tells you the voltage of each individual cell in case you need to do a balanced charge, which is something you rarely need to do. The safe voltages that you store it at and that you operate at, I'll list it below in the video so you can have that information. This is the primary charger that you use to power back up. It comes with this little power supply. So you plug it in over here, and it's got a connector specifically for, well, different types, different pack voltages, and this plugs right into there so it can detect what type of battery you have. And then it has all these different connectors for different types of cables to connect to. I use the Dean's connector. As a matter of fact, I'm going to use this too while I'm at it. So this is a little, tells you you put it in line between the charger and the battery, and it can tell you the volt. It double checks the voltage, and it's a watt meter. It tells you how much power it's used since you plugged it in. As soon as you unplug it, it restarts it because it doesn't have any buttons. So plug in the watt meter. I'll plug it in here. And here it confirms it has one more decimal point than the little beepy thing. So it says 22.74 volts, which confirms that. I've got Velcro on the back so I can just stick it right there. So I'm going to zoom into the main screen on the charger. When you first plug it in, this is what it says. It says Program Select, and you would press this button to switch between different types of batteries. I am choosing Program Select LiPo Bat. We're going to hit Enter. We're going to choose, let's see what happens if we hit the button. Nope, that escapes. So hit Go. Oh, so you can choose between a balanced charge, fast charge, storage, discharge. Discharge can be useful if you've overcharged it and then you're not gonna ride your bike. You can discharge it to get back down to a nice storage voltage. I always use charge. That was the default thing. That's what first popped up when I turned it on. So we're at charge. I just hit Enter, and you can choose the amperage that you charge it at. I'm going to go with the 2 amps. You can choose the voltage, and it's defaulting to 6S, which is what my battery is. I'm going to hold it. You hold that, and now it's double checking. It says you selected 6 batteries in series. You've got 6 batteries in series. Do you want to do this? Hit Confirm and Enter. I'm going to confirm it. So now it's charging it. So it's reading the voltage live, the current live, and the time since it started charging. What's that? Oh, that must be the, I don't know what that is over there offhand. Booster pack sitting upside down here with the shell off, with the battery plugged in. I wanted to show you how to program it. So what you do, this is the speed controller, and it's connected to this by this wire, which runs into the ESC. And this wire is polarized, so this black wire is always supposed to be facing a certain way to function. If you plugged it in upside down, it wouldn't work, but it wouldn't break it either. But anyway, we're going to get that out of the way, and I'm going to pull up the programming card, and that has 2 cable slots in the top. One is for providing supplementary power, but our ESC can supply its own power, so we don't need to do that. So we plug it in so that the black wire is facing the inside, and then we turn on the ESC. And now it says there's 1 and a 4 here, and what that's referring to is the 1 refers to one of 10 different programmable settings that are listed on the back, and then the 4 is the number. So number 1 has, it looks like, 6 different settings, and so that means we are the 4th option on that. So that means we're set to 3.2 volts per cell on the cutoff voltage. To switch which number of setting you're going to change, you press the button on the left here. It says 2, 3, it goes all the way through, and then you press up and down to change the option within that setting, and then you hit OK to confirm it. And then to make sure that your ESC remembers, you just turn it off. You turn it off, then you unplug the programmer, not the other way. And now when you turn it back on, it automatically remembers the settings that you just put in. I'm going to quickly show you, these are the plastic parts in the 60mm upgrade kit. So this is a 60mm diameter motor. This is considered non-standard to the package, and it's you have a fan guard, kind of protects your fingers while it's spinning as well, and it bolts on with the same hardware. Everything does. We have the motor mount, which is bigger than the other one, but this fits the 50mm motor too. It's just kind of sticks out a little bit more, and if you were going to use a 50mm motor anyway, you might as well use the smaller motor mount. And then it's got this smaller spring tension bushing, and again, you could use this on the 50mm motor package. It's just to kind of help get it out of the way from the back of that motor. And then finally, it's flat fan guard. So if you're going to use this motor, you want to go with a different. This controller does work, but if you want to upgrade, there's a flat controller that can handle up to 12S voltage, and then it's super powerful, but it's flat. So you want to put this in the place of those 2 pieces.